Welcome, viewers, to the Consistent Trader, and to today's daily recap and forecast for the next period of time. I'm Isaac, and we have some interesting things to cover today. Really interesting things because of some news events that have happened. So, as we mentioned in our last video, we're done with this bearish run, and a couple videos ago, it was possible we were going to be in consolidation for a period of time. But we are out of consolidation, and we are officially bullish running right now. Full steam ahead, bullish running. So what's triggering that? One, it is the technical, on the technical analysis side of things. We were very overextended on the downside on the daily chart. So that caused it. But I've been saying this. If you go back to my videos, I've been saying this every day. I wasn't expecting a strong push up until a news event triggered it. And that's exactly what we got. We finally got that news event. So what happened? This bar right here, this crazy bar with the massive wick, this was yesterday's Fed interest rate decision. Interest rate's 0.25, just like it's been last time, just like it was forecasted to be. And like the Fed has said it's going to be. So there actually wasn't any surprises there. I know a lot of people think that the Fed, it seems like people assume the Fed is just kind of full of it and they're not going to follow through with what they've been saying. But so far they've been following through, whether you like it or not. And there's a good chance you don't like it, but they've been consistent. And they've said that until employment comes to a stable level that they hope to see it at, they are not going to increase interest rates. So they've kind of stuck with that theme, which is going to create a bullish run against the US dollar. Okay, this run that we saw way back here over a month ago, this was caused literally the opposite reason. People thought the Fed would finally tighten interest rates, and they were waiting for it, and yesterday was kind of a trigger of, nope, it's not going to happen yet or anytime soon, really, especially since we've been having bad employment numbers. So then the other thing that happened today is we had another bullish against the dollar, so bearish dollar run, and it was the news event on the GDP growth, Q over Q, okay? It was not even close to expectations to the forecast, and it barely grew at all from our previous. So that's very bad for it's not very bad. It's not like gloom and doom bad. But in terms of Fed increasing interest rates, that's another sign. That's just another sign that they're not going to increase interest rates anytime soon, because the economy clearly is not recovering quickly enough for them. Plus, on top of that, inflation, while it is high, it seems to be like it's leveling out. So what's my point? On a fundamental basis, I don't foresee the Fed increasing interest rates anytime soon. It's not going to be 2021 most likely. It'll maybe next year. It's clear the market's starting to realize that. So that brings us to our actual trading today. We were trading live on Twitch, twitch.tv/consistenttrader. We trade every morning at the US Open. It's a great kind of group thing, so come check it out. Normally trading this kind of thing right here, if there wasn't a news event and this had happened, I would be selling this, full on selling with great confidence, looking for this white line to happen, this pullback. And there's still a good chance it's going to happen, no doubt. No doubt there's a good chance. But because of everything I just outlined from a fundamentals perspective, I'm nervous in my trading today. Even though we're at these highs, we're on the trend line, even though we're there and it's, lining up for a really good pullback to the downside, I'm nervous for this kind of move that we saw back here. A massive push without any pullback, 1 hour, 100 pips, blast you out of the water if you're selling against that and it moves up like that. So that's what I was nervous for, and I decided to buy today. I bought cautiously. Now we're looking at the 1 minute chart. So jumped in. There had been this kind of consolidation. Really nice trading, actually, if you were trading really early this morning or Euro time zone. And interestingly enough, there still aren't really, the only bearish sign here is just the fact that we're overextended here, and that, you know, in terms of patterns and trend lines, it looks like it should come down, but that's it. Everything else on the short time frame, because usually when there's a pull down, you'll start to see it form on the short time frame, right? You'll start to see lower lows and things like that happening, but that's not happening here. We're actually still kind of pushing against these highs, even as we speak right now, right? We've got this thing going on here. So it's probably still an okay time to buy. You could sell it. It's up to you if you're still going to be trading today, but we'll see where it's at tomorrow. But I was buying, and great little day. You know, not a lot of trades you can see. I wasn't placing a ton of trades. My risk was always pretty low throughout today, but it was mostly wins. I mean, I only have a small handful of losses here. And so, you know, just a great little day. I got out here. This whole move here was, we were actually in a wedge that looked something like this, and it was kind of fun to watch to see who would win the fight. Technically, the Bears won, but the Bulls have pushed it right back up. So there's a lot of buying pressure, and when you think about it, another one of the reasons why I decided to buy today, if this goes crazy, this direction, what's going to happen? It's going to compound most likely. We're going to have even more bulls jumping on it, pushing it higher and higher. If it pulls down, everyone knows that we are now in a bullish run. The market has changed directions. So as this pulls down, there's going to be forces. People are going to be jumping in on the buys as it comes down, which means it's going to be volatile. And even if today was a down, you know, a bearish day, I'm confident there would have been nice little pullbacks for scalping on the bullish side. So that was my thinking on that. One more thing I want to look at here is the day chart, because we have pretty interesting. It just is even clear on the day chart that the market's bullish now. So I'm guessing the next month even possibly we'll be buying. But look here at the day chart. We had this long bearish that's completely over. It's completely ended. And if you look at stochastic on it, we're seeing the start of that strong turn, a pretty aggressive turn too. So my projection, like, where's this run gonna end in the long run? These two white lines, those are my lines. Okay, one is this previous low. There's a really good chance, I mean, that's a pretty solid line right there. We have the two highs here and the previous low, and even, you know, this high right here. So there's a good chance it'll come up to here and potentially come down. Just depends what the market's thinking. It could come up to here, to these previous highs, or it could go all the way. And if we look at, if we pull out a Fibonacci retracement on it, it'll be interesting to see if any of these lines line up. Oh. All right, sorry about that. The Alveo crashed on this trading platform, crashed on me. So if we look at the Fibonacci retracement, we're actually passing the 23% line as we speak. This 38% line, I wouldn't, it's not a very strong point for it to stop there. Maybe the 50%. It depends how you drop, but if the 50%'s right around here, like I said, that's a good spot. And then if you say the 61% is right around here, it's a decent spot of a reversal. But if it passes there, if it passes really this low here, then there's a good chance we'll see it go all the way. Anyway, that's really long-term analysis, and I'm not here to give you, you know, I wouldn't bank on what I say long-term because I'm not really a long-term trader. But just in terms of how we expect our day-to-day trading to look like for the next decent period of time, we could easily see a month of bullish trading. And that's it for today. So thanks for watching. Check us out on Twitch. It's a really fun time there, trading live with everyone and hearing ideas in the comments and whatnot. We're slowly building up a small little following there. So it's twitch.tv/consistenttrader. And we'll see you there tomorrow morning at the US Open.